Hello and welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make this super cute Easter basket. I love an Easter basket because you can make it so customizable. I don't think you should always just put the traditional chocolates in an Easter basket. I think an Easter basket should be full of the things that that particular person enjoys. You can put candy, you can put arts and craft supplies, you can put fingernail polish, you can put their favorite cooking spices, and you can really make an Easter basket super special. So let's get started. For materials, I used a bulky yarn from Loops and Thread. It's actually my favorite yarn. It's half acrylic and half cotton, and the quality is mwah, chef's kiss. I love it. I also used an additional strand of, I just like an accent yarn. It was like a DK weighted, very thin pink and white striped. You do not have to use two strands at all, or you can just use two strands of the bulky yarn. I used a size K hook, a yarn needle, scissors, and a stitch marker. And let's get started. Let's do a magic ring, and we're going to put 6 single crochet inside of a magic ring. I am going to secure it with a chain first. That does not count as a single crochet. You're going to put 6 single crochet inside of your magic ring. Go ahead and close your ring. Should look something like this. For round 2, we're going to increase in each stitch, which means we'll put 2 single crochet in each stitch around. So at the end of round 2, you should have 12 single crochet. I'm going to go ahead and mark mine. After round 2, you should have 12 single crochet. Each round will be increasing by 6. So for round 3, we will do 1 single crochet, and then an increase in the next stitch. One single crochet and increase in the next, and we will do that all the way around. And at the end of round 3, you should have 18 stitches, 18 single crochet. Let's move on to round 4. Round 4, you will do 1 single crochet in the first 2 stitches. I'm going to go ahead and mark my first. And then you will increase into the third. You'll do 1 single crochet in the first 2 stitches and increase in the third. And at the end of round 4, you will have 24 single crochet. Okay, this is what your work should look like at the end of round 4. Moving on to round 5, you will put 1 single crochet in the first 3 stitches. It's 1, 2, 3, and then you'll increase into the 4th. That's the pattern. You will put 1 single crochet in the first 3 stitches, and into the 4th you will increase. And at the end of round 5, we're increasing by 6 so that you should have 30. Let's move on to round 6. So for round 6, we will do 1 single crochet in the first 4 single crochets, and then we'll increase into the 5th. And we'll do that all the way around, single crochet into the first 4, and then you will increase into the 5th. All right, so at the end of round 6, should have 36 single crochet. Let's move on to round 7. So I'm sure you can figure out the pattern by now, but for round 7, if I can get myself together, we'll be doing 1 single crochet into the first 5 single crochet. And then you will increase into the 6th all the way around. At the end of round 7, you should have 42 single crochet. Okay, this is what your work should look at the end of round 7. It's coming along, it's getting bigger, gradually getting bigger. And again, at the end of round 7, you should have 42 single crochet. Let's do our last increase round, round 8, which is going to single crochet in the first 6. And into the 7th, we're going to increase. That's your pattern. You're going to single crochet into the first 6, increase into the 7th, and at the end of this round, you should have 48. All right, this is the end of round 8. And this is what your work should look like. You should have a nice little, it ain't a little round anything. It's like a, how many sides? 3, 4, 5, 6. How many sides? Child. Okay, anyways, you tell me what shape that is. A trapezoid or octagon? Octagon is 8. Never mind. Don't even worry about it, child. So we are done increasing. So for round 9, we are going to put 48 single crochets in the back loop only. Okay? You have to put this in the back loop. If you don't put it in the back loop, your basket, your little basket won't have this cute little stand. Okay? The back loop is what creates the boop. Okay? And you want it to stand up, right? So round 9, you're going to put 48 single crochets in the back loop only all the way around. I'll meet you at the end of round 9. Okay, we're coming up to the end of our back loop only round. What we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch to join, and then we're going to chain 2. And for round 10, we're just going to put 48 single crochets all the way around. The regular way, we're not doing a back loop only, just 48 regular crochet, and then we're going to slip stitch into the top of this chain 2. This chain 2 does not count as a single crochet. So we're chaining 2, and then we're also putting a single crochet right back into the same space, and we're going to put a single crochet all the way around. Again, we're not working in the back loop anymore. We're going straight through both loops, and I will meet you at the end of round 10. Okay, we're coming to the end of round 10. We're going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 2. And then we're going to chain 2. All right, let's start our post rounds. We'll be doing a few rounds working around the post. The post is the body of the stitch. We'll be doing 3 front post double crochet and then 3 back post double crochet. We will alternate all the way around. So at the end of round 11, you will have 24 front post double crochet and 24 back post double crochet. We have already chained 2. That does not count as a double crochet. We are going to yarn over the front post double crochet. You're going to go in through the front. You're going to go around the post. You're going to wrap your yarn around. You're going to pull up. And so now you have 3 loops on your hook, just like you would normally. With a double crochet, you're going to go through 2, go through 2. I'm going to go ahead and mark that first stitch, not the double crochet. And then we're going to do another front post double crochet. So again, we're in the front of the post. Then we're going to go behind it and back through. We're going to yarn over, pull this loop up. Now we have 3 on our hook. We're going to yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. We need 1 more front post before we work on our back post. Yarn over, you're at the front. You're going to go around the back and through the next loop. You're going to yarn over, pull this loop up, go yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. This is what 3 front post double crochet look like. They are around the front of this post. Now we're going to do 3 back post double crochet. Back post double crochet is a little bit more awkward, but you can do it. So you're going to wrap around, and instead of going through the front, you're actually going to go from the back of the post around the front, go back through this hole. So now you have, this is what your work should look like. You have this that you're going to pull all the way through. So you're going to pull this all the way through until you have 3 loops on your hook. And now you're going to yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Let's do that again, because I know. Yarn over, instead of going through the front, you're going to go through the back. Then you're going to go through this next hole there. You're going to pull this yarn through this and then through up again. And then you'll have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Your yarn over, you're going from the back around this stitch, right? And then we need to pull this up through here. Don't stop here. You got to go all the way through that stitch there. And then you're going to yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And now you have 3 double crochet around the back post, 3 around the front. See how it's in the front post? And then you have 3 coming from behind here, which is in the back of the post. So you'll want to do this all the way around, alternating 3 front post double crochet, 3 back post double crochet, all the way around. You will be slip stitching into the second chain, not into where you have the stitch marker, but into the second chain. I will meet you at the end of round 11. Alrighty, we are finishing up round 11, working our last back post double crochet. So your work should look like that. We are going to slip stitch again into the top of that first chain 2 space. Just like that. We're going to chain 2, and then we're going to repeat round 11. And then we're going to alternate, and we're going to start with the back post double crochet. So for round 12, go ahead and repeat round 11. So you're going to do front post, and now you have a longer post because now you're working with a double crochet instead of a single crochet. You're going to do 3 front post, double crochet right on top of the previous rows front post double crochet. Okay, and then we're going to back post double crochet around the back post double crochets from the previous round, and that will be your repeat round. You're going to repeat round 11 for this current round, and I will meet you at the end of this round 12. Okay, we are coming up the end of round 12. I'm putting that last back post double crochet in. I'm going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 2. Oops. And then I'm going to chain 2. So my next 2 rounds will start with back post double crochet. And so you will alternate every other round. So for the next 2 rounds, you'll start with the back post double crochet, and the 2 after that, you will start with the front post double crochet. You will be alternating all the way until you get to row 22 or round 22. So right now this is round 13, and we're going to back post double crochet around the front post double crochet from the previous round. So that's 1, 2, and then we're going to front post, and that's what's going to cause this basket effect. Every other round you're going to start with a different post. So the next 2 will be back post. The 2 after that will be, you'll start with front post all the way until you get to round 22. And when you get to round 22, I will meet you there. All right, we are coming up the last front post double crochet, and then we're going to slip into the top of that chain 2, and this is what your little basket should be looking like. Look at it. Look at it. It looks so good, right? It does. Let's see if I can get a better angle on mine. Ooh. It looks pretty good, right? All right, let's finish the top edging, and then we're going to do our handle. Okay, so how we're going to work is we're going to do a chain 1, and then we are going to do 1 single crochet in every stitch all the way around. All right, so go ahead and do 1 single crochet all the way around, and I will meet you at the end of this edging round. All right, this is the last single crochet. I'm going to go ahead and slip into the top of the chain 1 from the beginning of the round. Just like that. And then now I'm going to chain 1. And for this next round, we are going to do reverse single crochet. So the reverse single crochet is a little bit tricky, but once you get the hang of what you're actually doing, then it's fine. So instead of crocheting this way, you're going to crochet to the right. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your hook into this stitch to the right. You're going to bring it up. So now you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2. There is a little bit of a twisting action, so you're going to go under, pull this through. You're going to have to do a little bit of twisting until you have the 2 on there, and you're going to do this all the way around, and it's going to give this a really nice edging. So go all the way around, working to the right, doing reverse single crochets, and I will meet you at the end of this round and we will start our handles. All right, we're coming to the end of our reverse single crochet. I'm just going to go ahead and slip stitch into the first, fasten off, and then I will meet you back. This is what it should look like. It should have a cute edging. Yes. You can also achieve that if the reverse single crochet is a little bit taxing on you, or if it hurts your hands. You can also thread a yarn needle and just whip stitch all the way around, and it'll give it a very similar look. So go ahead, fasten off, and come back and we will wrap this up with the handle. All right, for the handle, we're going to chain 60. All right, that is 60. You can make it longer if you want your handle to be longer, but I think a chain 60 is great because we're going to be attaching from the bottom of the basket. So yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to put one more turning chain, so chain one more. And what we're going to do now is we're going to do 2 rows of single crochets. So go ahead and go all the way to the end, chain 1 and go back, and then you'll have 2 rows of single crochet, and I will meet you at the end of those 2 rows. All right, we are coming up into our last couple of single crochet, and you should have a handle that looks something like this. Yes. So what we're going to do is we are going to do reverse single crochet all the way around. So you're going to start it just like you did before. You're going to chain 1. Actually, let me slip stitch into this first, chain 1. We're going to chain 1, and we are going to work a reverse single crochet all the way around. When you get to the edge, you're going to fit 3 single crochets on the edge, and then you're going to chain 1 and work single crochet, reverse single crochets on that end. So I will meet you when you get done with this side of the strap. I'll meet you when we get to the very end, but go ahead and put your reverse single crochets all the way to the end. I'll meet you at the, I said this 18 times. I'll meet you when you get to the end. All right, we're coming up on this very last one before we get to the corner. What you're going to do is turn your work. You're going to chain 1, and you're going to try to fit 3 single crochet on this side so that it gives you a nice clean edge there, okay? And then you're going to chain 1, turn your work again, and you're going to reverse single crochet all the way around to this end. And then again, you're going to chain 1, and you're going to fit 3 single crochets on the edge, and then you're going to fasten off. So I will meet you when we get to this edge here after you do all of your reverse single crochets along this edge. All right, we're coming up on our final reverse single crochet. We're going to turn our work, chain 1. We're going to fit 3 single crochet on this edge here. And then we're going to go ahead and slip into this stitch on the edge. And that is it. You should have a clean edge here. Go ahead and fasten off. I definitely had to reattach a couple times. Go ahead and fasten off and grab your yarn needle. All right, so we have our long handle, right? And then we have our basket. And how we're going to attach it is like this. I'll move this over so you can see the finished one. We are going to, you're just going to sew it. So I just threaded my yarn, just one strand with the yarn needle. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to sew this bottom onto here, onto this edging here. And then what I did is I sewed here and here so that it would attach. Left this open, just put a couple of whip stitches here and here, and did the very same thing on the other side. So how we're going to do this is I'm going to take one end and line it up here just like that, and I'm just going to whip stitch all the way across. We're just sewing, nothing fancy. Make sure you get the edge so that you have all of it is on your bag. And then what I'm going to do is fasten off, and I'm going to put a couple of whip stitches here, here, and I'm going to do the other side. And as soon as I get that done, I'll come back and we'll go ahead and be finished with our bag. All right. Ooh, my voice. Okay, puberty. 49-year-old puberty. This is what our basket looks like. And you're going to fill it with lots of goodness and yummy treats. I actually kind of liked how this one turned out better than my first one, kind of. I think maybe it feels like it's a little bit bigger. I don't know. But anyways, isn't this cute? Yes. I love a cute little Easter basket, and you can put whatever you want in there. I have some of these little Hershey's in here. I have some Hershey's Kisses in it. It was full. It was full. This was full. It was heaping with candy. But I'm gonna have to go ahead and buy my grandbaby another bag because I handled those. I handled it. I handled a few of those candies when I was at the lake because it was an emergency and I needed some chocolate. And that's my story. I'm sticking to it. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me on this tutorial. Please stay tuned. I'll have another tutorial out in the next 7 days. It'll be a cute little lock sleeve. I've sold a lot of them in my Etsy. A lot of the patterns and actually a lot of the actual lock sleeve as well. And so I want to show you how to make them. So that will be my next tutorial. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Bless. Such a beautiful day to crochet at the lake. Such a beautiful lake. Palm trees. Yes.